What's up, everybody? Justin Gannon, eXp Realty in Las Vegas, the Lindstrom Radcliffe Group. Here is your market update. Every week we pull numbers from our local MLS database, so I have factual numbers to share with you. So when you call me and you ask me what's going on with the market, why prices are the way they are, I can show you exact figures. Let's dive right in and see what it looks like. So as you can see right here, this column shows that there's 2,194 houses for sale right now in the active resale market. This is every house this is not new construction, this isn't condos or townhomes, this is just resale houses that are available. As you can see, goes all the way back. We tracked numbers for years, so when we say we understand the numbers, we really do. March 18th is what we call the COVID time, when the shutdown happened, and the most we increased to was 6,038 houses in the market. Las Vegas, we want to be 8,000 to 10,000 houses in the market. That is a good market. That is a neutral market for us. So we've seen just a decrease in inventory over time, and as you'll see, it drops all the way down to the low, which was 7 weeks ago, of 1,752 houses for sale. Since then, we have seen a slow increase in homes. This is a trend, as you can see on this graph right here. You can see it's starting to become curved right here. Everyone's become experts in graphs and line graphs because of COVID this past year. But as you can see, there's a substantial dip in the amount of houses that are for sale. But we're starting to see a little bit of a turn here. So that's important for buyers out there. Right now, there's a lot of buyers. We did 945 houses under contract this past week. That means that somebody wrote an offer and that offer got accepted. We've always been at 900 to 1,000 mark, and because of that, is the reason why prices have been where they've been, because we've only been putting 500 to 600 new houses on the market each week. This week we had 612 houses on the market. So a lot of buyers in town, not a lot of listings, and this is shown in the pricing. This week, the average sales price was $482,513. The median sales price was $380,000. We really prefer to look at the median because it's in the middle of the bell curve. The average can be skewed if there's like a $5 million house that gets sold, but it's so important to look at both. Just looking at the chart, putting these numbers on a graph, you can see that, where are we at here? The average sales price has been steadily increasing since last year. And the median sales price has been steadily increasing. We had a 1 week blip for whatever reason. It jumped up extremely high, but as you can see, just been a steady increase in the median and the average sales price. What else are we seeing out there? Days on market. The days on market, the way is recorded is actually the date it's listed, it goes public, it goes active for sale, to the date that it goes under contract. Because obviously, once it goes under contract, it takes 30 to 45 days from there to actually close. But they look at it as the day it goes under contract. Again, averages and medians. We have houses on there that have been in the market for 1,000+ days because they have long-term tenants in them, or maybe there's something wrong with the house. But as you can see, we've been steadily in the 30s for the average days on market. And then just the past couple of weeks, big drop, 34, 29, 28, 26, 24, 16 average days on market. The median is, again, the bell curve. It's kind of always been in the high teens, low 20s. Again, huge drop recently to single-digit days on market. So this past week we had the median was 6 days on market. What does that mean? What are we seeing out there? We are seeing houses get listed on a Thursday. They're getting offers on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The house gets pulled, or at least they stop taking offers. They sit down with the owner on Monday. They're deciding of the 10, 15 offers, which ones are the best, and they're countering with those people. It is super quick. Again, we are really in a seller's market, and these numbers really prove it. The buyers are through the roof, 900, 1,000 buyers a week, and just not enough inventory out there. Weeks of inventory is another thing we look at. Weeks of inventory is how fast, if we sold every house in the market at the speed we sold houses this week, how fast would it go until we sold every house? This week was 3.2. It's actually a little bit of an increase. Been at two weeks before that. We want that number to be in Las Vegas about 4.5 months, which is, we do 4 weeks to a month. So about 18 weeks is what we want to be a balanced market. And we're at 3 weeks inventory. So if there wasn't any new listings, we'd be sold out in 3 weeks. The other big thing I want to look at is this column right here, list price to sales price. This means what price the house sold at versus what price it was listed at. So, for example, if it's house was listed at $500,000 and it's sold at $500,000, and that's 100% list to sales price. If the house sold less than $500,000, then the number would be below. As you see, we've been at 100% for a long time, a couple of 99s, and then a 98 back in the end of 2020. But for the first time, we hit 101% list price to sales price. And that is across every house that's sold. So that means more often than not, a house got listed and sold above that. And the reason why is because the competition of buyers. There's so many offers out there. Buyers are paying above appraisal. They're paying above list price, and they're battling with each other because they want to get in houses now. So these numbers are factual. It's showing right here the amount of houses out there. So again, this week, 2,194 houses on the market. We've seen an increase over the last 7 weeks. That is good if you're going to buy a house. There's a little bit more inventory out there for you. For sellers, still top dollar, $380,000 this week, 101% list price to sales price. So you've seen the numbers. So if you're interested in selling your house, what we tell people is if you're looking at selling your house next 12, 24 months, you should do it now because we know what's happening in the market right now. We know you're listing your house and you're selling it for the amount that you probably want to net. For buyers, this is a great time to buy. Everybody's situation is different, but if you need to buy a house, you're looking to buy a house, it is a great time to buy because the interest rates are so low, and this is why people are buying houses. Interest rates are so low, your monthly payment is lower than it normally would have been, and owning a house is actually much safer, obviously, than renting a house, and a lot of people have found that out over the past year. Plus, we don't know if prices are going to go down anytime soon. Everyone assumes there's going to be a crash at some point. The numbers don't lie. There is no proof of that. There's no inventory to allow that. So, people are just paying above appraisal is really what it comes down to. And Las Vegas is booming. People are moving here. We've seen it. California just lost a Congress seat for the first time ever. That shows that people are leaving. So if you're interested in buying a house, if you're interested in selling a house, reach out to me directly. Love to have that conversation with you. If it makes sense, how much money you can net. Hope to hear from you soon.